There we go. So the head's already been switched. Maybe the car runs? No, no way! Damn, the chassis is actually pretty minty. Here it comes. We're just heating him up, hoping for the best. Straight up. Ooh. Welcome to today's video, everybody. Behind me, you can see the abandoned S15, and we are getting straight into it today. That engine needs to come out because I want to pull that thing apart and rebuild the entire motor, make sure everything is all good. If you remember previously, we found a few things in the oil pan that shouldn't be there. Stuff like broken off oil squirters and stuff like that, and that is very alarming. It could mean that this engine was completely assembled incorrectly, and well, I just don't like the idea of doing a massive backwards entry or a full send and then all of a sudden bang and me into a wall rolling down a hill or something like that. So let's get engine in there, out and over here and disassembled. First things first is drain fluid. So we're gonna get straight into that. There you go. Oh, it's a different size. Oh, that one spot. Yeah. I wonder if this bonnet will fit through my window. For those that don't recognize Juju, he's from up in Misawa, right? Up north in Aomori. Perfect. All right. You just gotta disconnect the prop and then come on. So we drive pretty much every time there's a Matsuri together. Yep. And he's down here for a bit of fun. Bonnet is off. Let's go. All right, so the goal here is to not get coolant in my face. This is like really old coolant too. All right, here we go. Oh God. Why is this like a 24 size nut bolt head that then goes to this tiny thing? That makes no sense in my opinion. Anyways, now we can crack the radiator. Let it flow, baby. Oh, she's splashing everywhere. That looks like blood. Mm-hmm. That smells weird too. That's some weird smelling coolant. This would not come off. Look how seized on it was with rust. As you guys can see, we are making some real progress, and I think it's only been like 15 minutes, if that, honestly. Yeah. Like these things, once you've done them once or twice, you know what you're doing. We found some interesting stuff, but we've already got the coolant all drained out, bunch of parts over there. The fan shroud was already like completely cracked on one side and separated, so I just broke the other side off, pulled it out in one piece. But yeah, fuel lines are disconnected. Juju's working on the wiring harness. I can't wait till those coil packs come out and I can just burn them. But yeah, everything's going really good. I'm quite happy. Oh, I think we have a visitor. I like these stairs. I can hear when people come down. How you doing?
I heard there's some dirty work happening.
Some dirty work?
Yeah. Yes.
Does that get you excited? There's definitely some dirty work happening. There's a lot of leaks and things and gooey stuff coming out of this.
Find lizard eggs.
Lizard eggs? There's a lot of spiders and spider eggs. I'll show you guys some spider nests under this that I found earlier. Yeah.
What if we find some species that like is not supposed to be in the mainland?
I don't think there's anything in Okinawa that Japan mainland doesn't have, other than the habu snake.
The what?
The habu. The habu, it's they make osake with it too. What?
Not tried habu before?
Oh, we need to. He's never been to Okinawa. We should do a quick like 2-day trip to Okinawa while he's here with us.
He's
He's just like, what? Yeah, I'm hoping we don't have to take the turbo off to get this all out. I know we're gonna drop the exhaust, but yeah, we should be okay. Here, let me help you with this one. I did one, yay. I don't remember if I noticed that this had an ATI super damper on here, so that's cool. These are really good for SRs.
This intercooler is stuck on one bolt here. Just hanging
out. What is that? Size. Oh wow, that's like about to break off. Hang on.
Yeah. You might help? You're just gonna break it off.
Yep. Here it comes. That's funny, I've never removed an intercooler like that before. Whew, this is a big boy intercooler.
Oh, Mishimoto?
Yeah. Move this over here. The parts are starting to stack up. Everybody loves a good rat's nest. What is going on in here? Wire cutter me.
This is driving me insane.
Oh, you got the wire cutters over there?
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you, sir. I guess it has HDIDs in. So many zip ties just holding stuff on here. Oh, there's still more. Wait, is there 2 HIDs? Oh, okay. Interesting. I still don't really understand what's happening here. Or why there's so many wires. It's like...
Overwired.
What is going on? The abandoned S15 just keeps on giving. I was trying to get the AC lines out, and I just found this down here. It's a 14 mils little small guy.
Wait,
ES powered. That's not my tool, and I definitely know that this isn't like Brett's or anyone from Okinawa. It was literally covered in like the leaves and oil and dirt there. It was like just sitting here on the side panel. So this is probably from the workshop that scammed the guy, the owner originally. Well, so yeah. Well, I scammed him. I got his free 14 mil. Shame it's not a 10 mil. They're worth more. Not the side quest you're used to seeing, but a side quest you want to see. Today, I just got back from Up Garage and I bought this beautiful, naughty, deep 350 mil epic wheel. All right, this thing is in great condition. I actually really want to keep this for myself because you don't see the deep dish ones that often, but here it is, 350 mil, comes with the horn. It's in really good condition, the leather's great. But why am I showing you this? That is because in the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna pick someone who's following me on my Instagram account and who is active in the comment section on my posts, and I'm just gonna ship this to you, 100% free. This is like a USD, this is like a $400 wheel.
Yeah, but 350.
Yeah. Nadi, you want this wheel? I mean, you don't even have to have a car. You just have to be following me on Instagram and be active in the comments on my posts. And that's it. So yeah, follow me on Instagram is what I'm trying to say. Just, is this enough incentive for you guys to follow me on Instagram? Because I hope it is. All right, I'm gonna keep doing this for a while now. Every 2 weeks, new wheel, probably Nadi's. Saving the world one Nadi at a time. Everything except this one, the power steering line here has been a bit stubborn because it's like super old and stuck on here, but I think if I work at it with this screwdriver, it'll come off. It's like really old and brittle. Hang on. I got the perfect tool for this. Oh no, please let me in there. Done!
Oh.
Bro, I look like blood on the...
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Heck yeah.
It's definitely gonna be a tight like removal of everything. Oh, the one thing we need to do is actually the oil cooler on this side. So we need to undo the AN lines off the side of the block.
Alright.
Yeah, but the next step is to get the trans dropped out of this. So we'll take this up in the air, we'll drain the oil again. I did put more oil in this just to flush it out so we could still move the car around, but we decided to pull the motor sooner rather than later, so we'll drain the oil that's in there, and hopefully there's no more bits in that, but it doesn't really matter because we're rebuilding this. I've already made the decision. Like, there's just slime, gunky, orangey stuff and everything. Like, it's just not a good thing. I know this was supposed to be a pretty freshly built motor, but we also know the history of the valves and pistons, so not taking any chances. I'll save what I can, but I'm just also curious to look inside there because I keep finding weird stuff. Anyways, up in the air, drain the oil, take the exhaust off, any other kind of electrical lines and stuff like that we see down there and wirings that we need to remove, we'll do that. Loosen everything, transmission out, engine out, done. Sketchiest part about dropping transes out of the S chassis is you got to undo the bolts of the subframe here so that it drops a little bit, gives you clearance. And you want it to just be on the edge of like the last 3 threads. Right? Now, the reason why I say sketchy is because it's literally hanging there in a couple of threads. Don't go any more than this. You want to leave like a millimeter of the stud on that nut. Right? Now what that does is it lowers everything, and with your engine mounts also loose and undone, not the nut off them, but just loose, the whole engine will tilt back like that, which is why you always undo your intercooler piping and radiator piping, the hoses that come off your radiator to the engine, because you're able to get the whole thing on this angle and pull the trans out without having to touch or bash your trans tunnel or body of the car whatsoever. It's kind of a good trick I learned from Akachan that he taught me. A lot of people normally loosen the engine mounts, but if you do the subframe with the engine mounts and everything disconnected in the engine bay, the whole thing comes out like butter.
Is your SR giving you a lot of problems, Sam?
It definitely is. Wouldn't be an SR if it wasn't, right? Coming soon to Sammit.net. Keep an eye out for the drop coming hopefully in like 1 to 2 weeks from now. How did we forget the shifter?
I don't know.
All right.
Let's put this brace back on.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Ooh.
Holy crap! There's a HKS twin plate in that.
Really?
Yeah.
Going down.
All right, slowly though. All right, we got. Like man. Woo! Look at that. That's so cool.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Oh god.
Oh,
Hold it there. I'm going to pull it forward a bit. Just a tiny bit though. Alright. Now we should be able to get to anything up the back there that's connected. We just had to take the knock sensor off because this particular harness that's on here, I believe it said in the sales ad it was a Wiring Specialties one, but I know Wiring Specialties doesn't usually do this. There's normally a sub harness that connects to the knock sensor. But see, this is locked in with that pin, so we had no chance of getting this pin out under the intake manifold unless we took the manifold off. It was just a weird design. All right, we, vacuum line, snip, straight, take her up. I think we're clear of everything. That's it, she's out. She's clear of everything. I'm glad that we didn't have to take the hot side off or anything to get her out, and things went relatively easy. Definitely took a little bit longer than I wanted to get this motor out, just because a fair few bolts were seized and rusted over, which I also suspected was gonna happen, but yeah, she's out. So, we're gonna go and probably get a tire and just sit it on there for now. Because I have a friend coming over and we're gonna go hang out at Big Bang, but she's out, guys. Successful amount of work done. And you know what? It doesn't look bad in here at all. Like literally all the fluid leaks and stuff, probably the best thing about this car. The welding on these tubs here definitely looks pretty interesting, like along the lines here. So yeah, just like I thought, we're gonna be replacing these tubs anyway, so not a big deal. I've been thinking about maybe changing this back to OEM, but I'm probably just gonna end up buying a tub kit online and just cutting these out and welding a new one in. So either way, I'd like to see this thing kind of be shuck-inable, like be able to go on the street. And I know it had shuck-in with these tubs, but I don't know about the rules here in Yokohama. Like the steel they use for the tubs is so flimsy, it's like bending under the weight of my hand. So we'll get some proper stuff in there. Nice. Who's ready for Big Bang? Let's go. Boys night. Sorry, mate. Love you. We just got back to the shop after a bunch of fun with Duse and Genki. How'd you like Big Bang?
Oh, dude,
did you have a happy ending?
Yeah, I did.
He got the hang of it really fast. It was your first time, right?
Yeah.
Anything like that? Never experienced that kind of thing before?
It felt like I was like learning how to drift again for the first time with no angle. And
Yep.
like I was basically driving in the rain.
It's really good practice, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. I loved it a lot. So
I love it. So much fun.
good time.
Anyways, well, we got the engine out of the 15. I'm sure you guys kind of gathered that with all the B-roll and stuff like that. And there's a lot of things on here that I didn't realize we had, like this HKS triple plate clutch, which is really, really a bad idea behind a 5-speed, just because it'll mean that it's gonna go pop very fast, especially when you got a big turbo like this Chuchin and making a bunch of power. So yeah, engine came out relatively fast and easy. And yeah, that's kind of it. I think we're gonna leave today's video here. I think that now this is the official time that we've wrenched on this car here in Tokyo in the mainland. It feels good that we were able to at least get the transmission, the engine out, and the whole drivetrain. It feels great. And surprisingly, we didn't really have any bolts that needed to be like cut out or angle grinded out or anything like that. Now we get to really get a good look at the bones on this thing. And I still keep saying to myself, like, it's not that bad. This thing's gonna definitely be a drift car for me and keep on living, I think. So I'm excited. And I hope you guys are as well. I know you are. I know you guys have always been excited about this project, but obviously now that we're digging into it, things are gonna start going very, very quickly. And we've got all the stuff that we need to pretty much get this turned over fairly fast. There's definitely a lot of stuff I wanna address on the engine. Like we're not gonna be using probably like, you know, a lot of parts that are on there because that's just not the kind of SR that I want. I want something really responsive, I want something that hits hard, and I want something that looks good, just like what's in this bay on the pink one. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Smash that like button, write us a comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you let me know in the comment section. Like I said, leave me that comment. I love seeing what you guys put down there. And I think that's it. See you guys in the next one. Peace out. Jamata. It out of the jungle. There we go. So the head's already been switched. Maybe the car runs? No! No way! Damn, the chassis is actually pretty minty. Here it comes. just heating them up, hoping for the best. Shoulder.
Ooh.